Hi, and welcome to Cat Run Figures. I'm your host, Caitlin, and today we are going to be reviewing Aftershock Comics Alters Issue 3. Okay, so this is coming from Paul Jenkins and Leila Leitz as the creative team behind this comic. So, as we open up, we get to see that Morph has been rushed into intensive care, and they're doing everything they can to try to help him. Though the damage to his spinal cord is so severe, it's believed that he is going to be paralyzed for the rest of his life. And there's kind of a dispute going on because he's a shapeshifter, so the understanding is, can't he simply fix it himself? Well, he can, in a way that if he shifts, he can change the form of his spine. However, he needs to shift back into human form at some point in time, and the second he does that, he's going to be crippled again. So, yeah. We get to see a little bit of a fight between Dr. Octavius and Ember over whether or not Chalice is responsible for what happened with Matter Man attacking Morph. We saw that in the last issue. But ultimately, the real issue here is whether or not you trust Chalice or whether or not you need her on your team. That seems to be the two real big questions that both of them are worried about. Going right on into Charlie's story, I read through the first couple issues and I thought that Charlie was a teenager, but there's kind of a disconnect in this one because he's at a day job. Apparently he works in an office. So he's at least 18, I would suspect. I don't understand how he was written and how he was portrayed in the first two issues between Charlie and Chalice. I thought this is maybe a 16-year-old. But now the way he's portrayed in this, it makes me think maybe he's older than that. Why you'd wait to transition when you're an adult, I don't know. A lot of it, I thought it was written to be a teen book, but now it's like they're trying to date Charlie a little more. Anywho, Charlie is dealing with what happened to Morph and a lot of remorse as a part of that. And his friend at work is trying to figure out what's bumming him out. And ultimately, he won't tell him. But, they just kind of work through it because guys, I guess. Not really written that well. That little conversation between the two of them was kind of awkward, but I guess that is how it is. Anywho, the next part of it we get to see is Charlie coming out as both an alter and a transitioning person, transitioning from male to female. And first I thought he was coming out to his mother or his father maybe, but we find out that he's actually coming out to his brother Teddy. And he's telling him that they're both going through a lot of changes and they're both dealing with a lot of issues. And we find out Teddy is also an alter. Yes, Teddy, his paralyzed brother, is also an alter. He's able to move things with his mind. And exactly what he types on his keyboard is, "You're a chick, I'm a cripple. Sucks to BS." And they have this great little bonding moment where they both agree that they can't tell their parents just yet. But things are going to be better for the both of them moving forward. And that they both love each other. So a new alter has come about. And this individual, it looks like he's got ice spike powers. Yeah, ice spike powers. But Dr. Octavius and his crew go to try to save this individual, keep him away from Matterman and his crew. However, several of Matterman's lackeys show up and try to take him for themselves. But have no fear, Chalice is here. Chalice literally swoops down and grabs him up. And that's basically it. The guys on Matterman's side are saying how they're gonna die if they don't get this altar because Matterman's gonna kill them all for it. However, they leave very quickly and very easily without putting up any real fight. So that kind of bothered me. But yeah, so Chalice goes to talk to Dr. Octavius and his crew. And Ember, still pissed off about what happened to Morph, punches her. Flat out decks her. And Chalice says, okay, I deserved that. And there's a bit of a back and forth between the two of them, and Chalice is accepting all responsibility for what happened to Morph. And ultimately, she just says she wants to help. That she's new at this and she knows she's struggling, but she wants to help. And Ember hugs her. So, it's a lot of emotions going on into this, but I liked it. It's a good Altars book. It definitely fit in with the rest of the story so far. So give me a like if you like this video, comment below, and tell me what you thought of Altars issue 3 and what you thought about the issues. The storyline so far. Subscribe to my channel for more comic book content, or check out any of my older videos I have up for offer here on Catmartin Figures. And like I said before, I did review the earlier issues, and until next time, I'm your host, Caitlin. Bye!